In America, tipping can often feel like a mandatory part of any transaction, an unwritten rule etched into the culture of service. But what happens when you pack your bags and venture beyond its borders? When you're faced with a foreign currency and an unfamiliar custom, the simple act of paying a bill can suddenly become a complex social puzzle. The answer to whether you should tip or not is complicated, and it changes dramatically from one country to the next. Imagine stepping into a serene, meticulously arranged restaurant in Turkey. The service is impeccable, every need anticipated and met with a graceful bow. In countries like Japan, and similarly in China, this high standard of service is not a performance or a reward. It is an integral part of the job, a reflection of professional pride. In these cultures, leaving a tip is not just unnecessary. It can sometimes be perceived as awkward or even insulting, implying that the staff is not paid a sufficient wage by an employer. The best way to show appreciation here is with a polite thank you and a respectful demeanor. Now, let's transport ourselves to a bustling Parisian cafe. The air filled with the aroma of fresh croissants and strong coffee. As you glance at your bill, you might notice two little words: service compris. This phrase, which translates to service included, is common throughout much of Europe. It means a service charge, typically around 15%, has already been added to your total. While a large tip on top of this is not expected, many locals will practice the art of error or rounding up. If your bill is 18 euros and 50 cents, you might leave 20 euros. A small, simple gesture to acknowledge good service without overdoing it. Finally, we land in the vibrant, sun-soaked landscapes of places like Australia or the historic streets of Italy. Here, the rules become a bit more fluid, entering a gray area where tipping is neither required nor offensive. Staff in these countries are paid a full living wage, so tips are not a necessity to their income. However, if you've experienced service that truly went above and beyond that, waiter who offered fantastic recommendations, or a barista who crafted your coffee with a smile at 10% gratuity, is a welcome and appreciated gesture. It's a bonus, not an obligation. So, what's the ultimate travel tip for tipping? The most reliable guide is always the local culture itself. Before you reach for your wallet, take a moment to observe. Watch what the locals are doing when they pay their bills. Are they leaving extra cash? Are they simply rounding up? Or are they paying the exact amount? Navigating these customs with awareness is key. In the end, showing genuine respect for the local way of life is the most valuable currency you can offer, and the best way to truly show your appreciation.